Hi, I'm happy to be here and good morning from the Bosnian Pyramids. It's 6 a.m. here in Bosnia in southern Europe. You see, almost everything they teach us about the ancient history is wrong. The origin of man, civilizations, and pyramids. Man is not a product of evolution, but genetic engineering. Civilizations have not started just 7,000 years back, but the first documented civilizations go back 273,000 years and 500 years back from Sumerians. And finally, the pyramids have not been built only in Egypt and Mexico, but on all continents. In the last 15 years, I've been running the groundbreaking work at the Bosnian Pyramid sites. This is the first case where the non-profit, non-government foundation has been running such a large archaeological project. So far, we have discovered 6 pyramids, which we named the Bosnian Pyramids of the Sun, Moon, Dragon, Earth, the 6th Pyramid, and Pyramid of Love. 3 major pyramids, Sun, Moon, and Dragon, form equilateral triangle, the perfect geometrical shape. And under the Valley of Pyramids in Bosnia, we have huge network of underground tunnels, and so far we have discovered 6 entrances to those tunnels. So far we have 2 levels of the tunnels, and we have cleared and secured for visits more than 2 miles of those prehistorical tunnels. Why is this discovery important? The first pyramids in Europe, the largest on the planet, the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, is 2 times higher than the Great Pyramid of Egypt. The pyramids in Bosnia are covered by soil and vegetation. The same case like 250 pyramids in China, or more than 100,000 pyramids in Central America, the countries of Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, and Belize. Next, the main feature of the pyramids in China, Egypt, Peru, or Indonesia, and Cambodia is their perfect orientation to the cardinal points, east, west, north, south. The Great Pyramid of Egypt has an error from the cosmic north for 0 degrees and 3 minutes. The Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, 0 degrees, 0 minutes, and only 12 seconds. When we started uncovering the pyramids in Bosnia, under 4 feet of soil, we discovered rectangular and square blocks. We analyzed them. It was an ancient concrete. Some people call it geopolymer concrete, some people synthetic concrete. And it was 2 or even 3 times harder, better quality than what we can make today in the 21st century. And finally, the age. Based on radiocarbon dating that we discovered on the Bosnian pyramids, the age is 29,200 years plus minus 400 years. So all the history books will have to be rewritten. But the most exciting stuff are just coming. We were the first one to scientifically prove that the pyramids were not built as tombs for the pharaohs, for one dead body, but as huge energy machines. When you build 4-sided pyramid and perfectly oriented, it starts to amplify the energies, the natural sources of energy. Below the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, we have a huge iron plate. Iron generates electromagnetism. The pyramid amplifies this electromagnetic energy. How do we know that? Because we have measured it. On the top of the pyramid, the energy is 50 times stronger than at its base. Secondly, below the pyramid, underground water flow. Water moves, it generates negative ions. The pyramid amplifies the concentration of negative ions. And then we have another water flow below the first one. Between them, the charge is generated, electricity. The pyramid amplifies this electricity. The next one, we are finding a lot of quartz crystal during our archaeological excavation on the pyramid and in underground tunnels. And the quartz crystal has the ability to transform the energy from one form to another, from electromagnetic fields to the ultrasound. And we do measure the ultrasound frequency of 28 kilohertz. And this is the levitation frequency. You feel light when in the tunnels or on the pyramids. And then the next one is the level of orgone or life energy, or in Eastern traditions known as prana or chi. There is an instrument to measure this energy, and on the scale from 0 to 100, our contaminated cities are at 25%, villages 50%, pyramids 100%. So our conclusion, the pyramids are energy machines. What you can use this energy for? On the very top of the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, we have measured the existence of energy beam, which is 28 kilohertz in frequency, electrical in origin. It's continuous because we've been measuring it during all seasons, spring and summer and fall and winter. And it moves from 4.5 meters or 13 feet radius to 70 feet radius, going back to 1370. These are so-called Tesla's scalar waves. Scalar waves travel much quicker than the speed of light, and they are ideal media to move the energy, to move the information on a very long distances. So our conclusion, the first purpose of the pyramid energy is to be the communication device. The second purpose, we realized when in those underground tunnels, deeper you go, you breathe better and better. Not very logical, but nothing in Bosnia is logical. And people with the respiratory problems, with asthma, once they visit those tunnels, they get back, they don't need inhalators, air pumps for weeks. People with a high blood pressure, it gets normalized after one visit. People with a high glucose or a high sugar in the blood, it reduces for 5 or 6 points. Our conclusion, the second purpose of pyramid energy is to improve our health. The regeneration process starts. And if we got lucky, the rejuvenation process starts. The third purpose of the pyramid energy, we've been discovering some tunnels with the water, and it's been there for thousands of years. When we compare it to our city water or bottled water, this water from the pyramid is so superior. The conventional analysis has shown no viruses, no bacteria, pH is perfect, 7.45, which is the pH of our blood, and it vibrates very high. We sent the samples of the late Dr. Masaru Emoto from Japan, and we could see that the molecular structure is hexagonal, which is the most powerful geometrical shape when it comes to the energy, and it's like quartz crystal, like crystal-like structure. It vibrates high, it's energetically alive, it's a happy water. So the next purpose of the pyramid energy, to improve the molecular structure of the most important liquid in our life, water. Number 4, to improve the food. Number 5, to improve our auric field. Number 6, to get our chakras back in balance and to open them up. Number 7, to improve our spiritual abilities. Number 8, to improve our immunity. Number 9, to improve the atmosphere, and so on. And the beautiful thing is, it is all measurable. If you can measure it, you can scientifically prove it. So this project, from the pure archaeological digging back in 2005 and 2006, have become the multidisciplinary scientific project. And then we moved to another field, energy aspect, and then to another one. This energy affects our spiritual abilities, so spirituality, and then the healing aspect. So only if you approach any pyramid or megalithic sites with those 5 aspects, then you can understand the ancient builders and their wisdom. Very briefly.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Sam. I'm going to pull up his website because obviously there's so much information he has. And it's the website is SEMIROSMANAGIC.com. Another way of looking at it is it's Osmanagich is his last name.com. There's a lot there. We can learn a lot from him. So, Dr. Sam, I really appreciate you coming all the way from Bosnia, getting up early in the morning, and providing so much wisdom and your dedication to this work. And I imagine that there's been times, given your particular government, that's been very challenging. So, thank you for your courage and your dedication to helping us to understand this truly ancient mystery and history and how it impacts us in current time.
Thank you, guys. And, when you come with the new ideas, the cultural establishment always wants to keep the status quo. It's been tough, especially first few years. But when you have scientific arguments, when you believe in your dreams, you're going to get there.
Beautiful. God bless you. Thank you so much, Dr. Sam.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well.
Ask a question. Can I ask a question, Scott?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
So what is I know that it's 51.51 for the Giza pyramid, and then the 76, I think, for what we call the taller Russian pyramids. And then what is the Bosnian pyramid angle?
In Egypt, there are 155 pyramids, and they are, when it comes to inclination, to the angle, they are in the range from 32 to 65 degrees. Nubian pyramids in northern Sudan, about 70 degrees. The Bosnian pyramids, 32 degrees. The bent pyramid in Egypt, 2 angles, 43 and 54. Why the angles are important? There is an energy flow within the pyramid. Energy moves, hitting 1/3 of the height, going to 2/3, coming back to 1/3, completing the circle. By changing this angle, you change the speed of the energy. You change the frequency. In other words, you can use this energy for different purposes.
The purposes that you mentioned for the Bosnian periods obviously go along with that 32-degree angle.
Exactly. So there are 3 different energy flows when it comes to the pyramids. The first one I just mentioned, the energy flows within the pyramid. And interestingly enough, those 3 chambers in the Great Pyramid of Egypt, and they call them for some reason kings, queens, and unfinished, they all lay on the path of this energy flow. But the second energy flow, I also mentioned it, is the one that goes through the very top, and it can be used as the communication energy. And the third one is the energy that goes off the pyramid on the ground in concentric circles, affecting the agriculture and the whole societies. So what we need is completely new science, the science on pyramids, the pyramid science, that we need a lot of measurements. You mentioned the Russian pyramid. Our colleague, Dr. Alexander Golod, did build 16 pyramids. The one you were referring was the one near Moscow, which unfortunately has been destroyed. Well, that pyramid also has a healing, or it used to have healing abilities, and some others because he was measuring the same thing that we do. So these are just, the ideas that pyramid can affect us on so many different levels. But like I said, different angles, but also different materials and different designs. You have stepped pyramid, you have, true pyramids and so on. Give us different energies, different abilities to heal, to communicate, to improve the water and so on.
Well, thank you very much.
Very welcome.
Does he have a book in English?
Yes, there is another site. It's very easy to remember. It's Books by Dr. Sam, Books by Dr. Sam, booksbydrsam.com. And my 8 recent books can be read for free.
Are they in English?
They are in English, yes. Let me type it.
Are they just simply online, or are they also like printed?
This is the site, booksbydrsam.com. They are online, but they can be purchased also.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You're fabulous.
Thanks a lot, guys. You enjoy.
Thank you. Hopefully you'll come on back again.
All right. Okay.
Thanks for getting up so early.
You're welcome.